William Lamb 1835-1841. William Lamb, born on March 15, 1779, into a prominent English aristocratic family, was a key political figure and statesman during the 19th century. Lamb, later known as Lord Melbourne, inherited the title of Viscount Melbourne from his father in 1828, becoming a member of the House of Lords. His early life was marked by privilege and education, as he attended Eton College and then proceeded to study at Trinity College, Cambridge. Lord Melbourne's political career began to unfold as he entered the House of Commons in 1806, representing Leominster. Over the years, he gained recognition for his oratory skills, wit, and pragmatic approach to politics. Lamb's rise through the political ranks was characterized by his involvement in various key positions, including Chief Secretary for Ireland and Home Secretary. However, it was his tenure as Prime Minister that would bring him enduring historical significance. The period from 1835 to 1841 holds particular importance in William Lamb's life, marking his time as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. During this period, Lamb served 2 non-consecutive terms, with his first term beginning in 1835 and his second in 1837. His political leadership during these years coincided with a pivotal juncture in British history, encompassing significant social, economic, and political changes. The years 1835 to 1841 witnessed the aftermath of the Reform Act of 1832, a transformative piece of legislation that aimed to address issues of political representation. As Prime Minister, Lamb played a crucial role in navigating the challenges associated with the implementation of these reforms. Additionally, his tenure saw discussions and decisions related to the ongoing Industrial Revolution, social reform movements, and the evolving role of the monarchy. Lord Melbourne's political acumen and statesmanship were put to the test during these years, as he grappled with issues ranging from economic instability to the tensions arising from the Chartist movement. His leadership style, characterized by a pragmatic and conciliatory approach, left a lasting impact on the political landscape of the time. In exploring the significance of the years 1835 to 1841 in Lamb's life, we gain valuable insights into the challenges and opportunities he faced as a leader, as well as the broader historical context that shaped his decisions and policies. This period serves as a microcosm of a dynamic era in British history, with Lord Melbourne at the helm, steering the nation through a period of significant transformation and laying the groundwork for the political developments that would follow. William Lamb, later known as Lord Melbourne, was born into the influential Lamb family on March 15, 1779. The Lambs were part of the English aristocracy, and their family lineage traced back to the 17th century. William's father, Penistone Lamb, was the first Viscount Melbourne, and his mother was Elizabeth Milbank. Growing up in the lap of privilege, Lamb's early life was shaped by the traditions and expectations associated with aristocratic families of the time. The family estate, Brocket Hall in Hertfordshire, served as the backdrop to Lamb's formative years. This environment exposed him to the refined manners and social etiquette expected of a young gentleman in Georgian and Regency-era England. Lamb's upbringing was not without its challenges. His father passed away in 1805, and William succeeded him as the second Viscount Melbourne in 1828. This transition marked a crucial point in Lamb's life, propelling him into a more prominent role within the aristocracy and setting the stage for his political career. William Lamb received a comprehensive education that befitted his social standing. He attended Eton College, a prestigious boarding school, where he would have been immersed in classical studies and the societal norms of the upper class. Following his time at Eton, Lamb pursued higher education at Trinity College, Cambridge, further enhancing his intellectual pursuits. At Cambridge, Lamb's education extended beyond the traditional curriculum. He likely engaged in discussions on political philosophy, literature, and the arts, fostering a well-rounded intellectual foundation. These early academic experiences would prove invaluable as he entered the political arena, providing him with the knowledge and intellectual capacity to navigate the complex issues of the time. Lamb's early influences were not confined to academia alone. The social and political milieu of his upbringing exposed him to influential figures within the aristocracy and political circles. Family connections and interactions with notable personalities of the time likely contributed to shaping his political worldview and aspirations. Moreover, The turbulent times in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, marked by events such as the French Revolution and the Napoleonic Wars, played a role in shaping Lamb's understanding of governance and societal dynamics. These historical events likely influenced his political philosophy and contributed to the pragmatic approach he later demonstrated during his political career. The years from 1835 to 1841 were marked by a dynamic and evolving political landscape in the United Kingdom. This period falls within the broader context of the early Victorian era, characterized by significant social, economic, and political changes. The Reform Act of 1832, which had expanded suffrage and redefined parliamentary representation, continued to have a profound impact on the political structure. The Whigs, a political faction advocating for parliamentary reform and representing liberal and progressive interests, were a dominant force during this time. The political climate was shaped by ongoing debates over the implications and implementation of the Reform Act, as well as discussions about the role of the monarchy and the relationship between the aristocracy and the burgeoning middle class. The Chartist movement, advocating for further political reforms such as universal suffrage and the secret ballot, gained momentum during this period. Economic challenges, including the impact of industrialization and issues related to workers' rights, added complexity to the political discourse. Additionally, the influence of Queen Victoria, who ascended to the throne in 1837, played a role in shaping the political environment. William Lamb, known as Lord Melbourne, was a prominent figure within the Whig Party, aligning himself with the liberal and reformist ideologies that defined the party during this era. His political career had its roots in the Whig tradition, and he held various key positions within the party before assuming the role of Prime Minister. As a Whig, Lord Melbourne supported parliamentary reform and the gradual expansion of political rights. His tenure as Prime Minister was marked by efforts to address the challenges posed by the Reform Act of 1832 and navigate the changing political landscape. Melbourne's pragmatic approach to governance distinguished him within the Whig Party, as he sought to balance the interests of different factions and address the pressing issues of the time. While Melbourne was associated with the Whigs, his leadership style was characterized by a certain degree of political moderation. His pragmatic approach reflected an understanding of the need for stability and compromise in the face of the various challenges posed by the rapidly changing social and economic landscape. Melbourne's commitment to managing the delicate balance between tradition and reform was a defining feature of his political career during the years 1835 to 1841. Entry into politics. William Lamb's entry into the political arena can be traced back to his election to the House of Commons in 1806, representing the constituency of Leominster. This marked the beginning of his political journey, and his early years in the Commons allowed him to establish himself as a capable and articulate politician. Chief Secretary for Ireland. Lamb's political career gained momentum when he was appointed as the Chief Secretary for Ireland in 1827. In this role, he played a crucial part in managing Irish affairs, navigating issues related to land reform and Catholic emancipation. His tenure in Ireland showcased his diplomatic skills and ability to handle complex and sensitive matters. Elevation to the House of Lords. In 1828, upon the death of his father, Lamb succeeded to the title of Viscount Melbourne, leading to his entry into the House of Lords. This transition from the House of Commons to the House of Lords marked a significant step in Lamb's political ascent and increased his influence within the aristocracy. Home Secretary. Lamb's appointment as Home Secretary in 1830 further solidified his role in the government. As Home Secretary, he was responsible for overseeing domestic affairs and law enforcement. His tenure in this position allowed him to showcase his administrative skills and commitment to maintaining order and stability within the country. Reform Act of 1832. Perhaps one of the most significant contributions during Lamb's political career was his involvement in the passage and implementation of the Reform Act of 1832. As Home Secretary, he played a pivotal role in steering the legislation through Parliament, addressing issues of political representation and expanding suffrage. The Reform Act marked a transformative moment in British politics and laid the groundwork for future reforms. Pragmatic leadership style. Lamb's pragmatic and conciliatory approach to governance distinguished him as a leader who sought to bridge the gap between traditionalist and reformist factions within the Whig Party. His ability to navigate the complexities of political alliances and maintain a sense of stability during times of change contributed to his effectiveness as a leader. Stewardship as Prime Minister. Lamb's tenure as Prime Minister, which began in 1834, marked a critical period in British history. While facing challenges such as economic instability and social unrest, Lamb's leadership was characterized by a commitment to moderation and a focus on maintaining a sense of continuity in governance. His ability to navigate the political landscape during this time solidified his status as a key figure in British politics. Influence on Queen Victoria. As Queen Victoria ascended to the throne in 1837, Lord Melbourne became a close advisor to the young monarch. His influence on Queen Victoria, especially during the early years of her reign, played a significant role in shaping the dynamics between the monarchy and the government. Melbourne's guidance contributed to a smooth transition during a period of change in the monarchy. Economic instability. One of the primary challenges Lord Melbourne faced during his time as Prime Minister, 1835 to 1841, was economic instability. The aftermath of the Industrial Revolution brought about economic changes, including fluctuations in trade and employment. Melbourne had to navigate the complexities of economic challenges, addressing issues such as unemployment and labor unrest. Social unrest and Chartist movement. The period from 1835 to 1841 witnessed social unrest, partly fueled by economic disparities and issues related to workers' rights. The Chartist movement, advocating for political reforms such as universal suffrage and the secret ballot, gained momentum during Melbourne's tenure. Balancing the demands of the Chartists with the need for political stability posed a considerable challenge for the Prime Minister. Monarchical dynamics. Melbourne faced unique challenges in managing the dynamics between the monarchy and the government, particularly with the young Queen Victoria. While he played a crucial role in advising the monarch during her early years, striking a balance between the authority of the monarchy and that of the elected government required careful navigation. Whig factionalism. The Whig Party, to which Melbourne belonged, was not immune to internal divisions and factionalism. Balancing the interests and demands of various factions within the party was a continuous challenge. Melbourne had to navigate the complex landscape of Whig politics, ensuring a degree of cohesion while addressing the differing priorities of key party members. Reform Act implementation. While Melbourne was instrumental in the passage of the Reform Act of 1832, the process of its implementation was not without controversy. Critics argued that the reforms did not go far enough in addressing issues of representation, and Melbourne faced scrutiny from both political opponents and some within his own party for not pushing for more radical changes. Queen Victoria's dependency. Melbourne's close relationship with Queen Victoria raised eyebrows and invited criticism. Some political opponents and members of the press accused Melbourne of exerting undue influence on the young queen, with suggestions that he was manipulating her decisions. This criticism highlighted the delicate balance Melbourne had to maintain in his advisory role to the monarch. Impact on Victorian politics. Lord Melbourne's influence extended beyond his time in office, shaping the trajectory of Victorian politics. The principles of moderation and gradual reform that characterized his leadership had a lasting impact on subsequent political leaders who sought to balance tradition with the changing needs of society. Constitutional monarchy development. Melbourne's advisory role with Queen Victoria influenced the development of constitutional monarchy in the United Kingdom. His guidance contributed to the understanding that the monarch's powers were to be exercised within the parameters set by the constitution and parliamentary system. This had a profound impact on the evolving relationship between the monarchy and the elected government. Whig Party dynamics. The challenges Melbourne faced in managing the Whig Party and navigating factionalism had a lasting influence on the party's internal dynamics. Subsequent Whig leaders drew from Melbourne's experiences in seeking to balance the diverse interests within the party, emphasizing the importance of cohesion for effective governance. Model of pragmatic leadership. Lord Melbourne's pragmatic leadership style became a model for subsequent leaders facing periods of transition and change. The ability to find common ground, maintain stability, and navigate the complexities of a rapidly evolving society became a hallmark of effective leadership in the face of uncertainty. In conclusion, William Lamb, later known as Lord Melbourne, was a figure of significant importance in 19th-century British politics. His career spanned a period of transformative change, and his contributions to political reforms, pragmatic governance, and the shaping of constitutional monarchy left an indelible mark on the historical narrative of the time. As Prime Minister during the years 1835 to 1841, Lamb faced a myriad of challenges, from economic instability to social unrest, and his ability to navigate these complexities with a measured and moderate approach showcased his political acumen. Lamb's legacy is intricately tied to his role in the passage of the Reform Act of 1832, a landmark piece of legislation that addressed issues of political representation and set the stage for further reforms. His pragmatic leadership style, characterized by a commitment to stability and compromise, contributed to the cohesion of the Whig Party during a period of factionalism. Additionally, his advisory role with Queen Victoria played a pivotal part in shaping the dynamics between the monarchy and the government, contributing to the development of constitutional monarchy in the United Kingdom. Lord Melbourne's legacy extends beyond the immediate years of his political career. His influence on subsequent events, leaders, and the broader political landscape of the Victorian era is evident in the continued emphasis on moderation and pragmatism in governance. Melbourne's commitment to finding common ground, both within his party and in addressing societal challenges, left a lasting imprint on the principles of effective leadership during times of transition. While his personal life was marked by challenges and controversies, including the strained marriage with Lady Caroline Lamb, Melbourne's ability to separate personal matters from political responsibilities underscores his resilience and dedication to public service. As a member of the aristocracy, his experiences within his family and social circles shaped his understanding of duty and responsibility. In evaluating William Lamb's legacy, it is clear that he played a pivotal role in shaping the course of British politics during a crucial period of reform and change. His contributions to the political landscape, commitment to stability, and influence on constitutional monarchy position him as a figure whose significance extends beyond his time, leaving a lasting impact on the historical tapestry of 19th-century Britain. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future.